everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe. You can also hit the notification bell down below so you guys can get notified every single time I upload a new video. Can you believe that I have officially hit 1 year on the keto diet? I know, I cannot believe it. I started my whole journey in June 2020. Everything changed, the way I look, the way I feel. I'm 40 pounds down, just in case you guys are curious. 40 pounds down. Like, such a dramatic change. The way I view food, everything has changed all throughout. I am going to be talking about all the details because I get so many questions asked about how did I do it? How did I start? What do I eat in one day? All these questions. I'm like, it's time I give you guys a final update. I'm not gonna lie, it was quite a journey. There was a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of turnarounds. It was just all over the place, but here I am making this video because I need to put it all in one and I need to let you guys know the 411 on the whole keto journey experience. Y saben que it's gonna be a long video, so let's just go ahead and get started. Suavemente. Suavemente. I don't even know where to start. Like, where do I begin? There's just so much information that I need to give you guys. It's like one whole year summed up into one video. That's crazy. So I did ask you guys if there's anything you needed to know on my Instagram, anything about keto diet. There were a lot of questions, some repetitive. So what I'm gonna do, instead of doing a whole Q&A, I'm just basically gonna give you a timeline, like a story from the beginning, middle, end, and hopefully I try to answer as many questions as possible. So let's do that from the beginning. Why did I start my keto journey? So there I was, mid 2020. I was not feeling 100% secure. I was very insecure with the things that I wore, the pictures that I took, like everything throughout. I was just looking at myself and just being so hard. And I'm like, I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I feel. I had absolutely no motivation. No tenía ganas de hacer nada. Like, I didn't know where to take it anymore. There's so many diets that I've tried that I'm just like, okay, what's next? What do I do now? I have seriously tried so many different methods of dieting and exercises, and nothing kind of worked for me. I stumbled upon this little plateau where I'm just like, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not even gaining weight. I'm not losing weight. I'm just like stuck still. What do I do now? But one thing's for sure, I wanted to change for me. Every time that I looked in the mirror, I did not like my reflection. Every single time I was picking at myself, oh my God, like I look fat, I look this, I look that, like I feel heavy. No me gustaba. It just drove me to the point of like that I was not super depressed, but I was sad about it. I'm just like, I don't feel pretty. Like, yeah, I do all these makeup videos y todo eso, but me myself, I wasn't feeling it. That's what made me change me. I wanted to do better for me. I want to look better for me. So when I was in the process of trying out these different diets and exercises and all kinds of stuff, I kind of talked about it on my first week of keto, that my sister-in-law was actually the one who told me about it. And she was like, have you tried it? I've seen some people that have lost a lot of weight, blah, blah, blah. And so that's when I jumped on the bandwagon, which was exactly 1 year ago. Right after my son's birthday, after eating a whole lot of junk food, drinking a whole lot of beer and soda. She literally said like, oh yeah, I'm fasting. I'm not going to eat till 12. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna eat till 12. I'm gonna do it too. So then that's where it all began. In the beginning, I was very determined and I was so pumped about it that I just did not care. I didn't pay attention to the negativity or anything, the side effects, nada de eso. I was just so determined. I didn't care about junk food. I was looking at it. I didn't care. I'm just like, whatever. My kids were eating French fries, whatever. My husband, I prep him all these foods because I do cook a lot for him. To be honest, no me molestaba. I was just like, okay, whatever, I don't mind. I'm eating this, I'm eating that. One thing for sure that helped me though was cooking for myself first, eating and then feeding the rest of my family, because then I wouldn't have any antojos, I wasn't hungry or anything like that. Pero in the beginning, that's how it was. Unfortunately, I did get the keto flu. So everybody gets the keto flu when they're on it for the first time. It didn't even unmotivate me. Yes, I felt some kind of sick. I did feel like very lazy, brain fog, like no quería levantarme del couch. I didn't want to get up out of the couch because it does make you feel hella fatigued. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Even though all of that, I still push myself because I know what I wanted. The goal was bigger than the time being right there. Like, it was only temporary. Keto flu was only temporary. I know what I want and I'm gonna get it. So all that basically surpassed, I want to say it was like 1 month of that. And then after that whole month, seeing how much I dropped in 1 month, that's when I was like, oh damn, this is working. This is for me. This is something that I can do, something that I can eat every single day. I like to cook, so that's one thing that it's like putting into perspective. You have to cook on keto. Meal prep, cooking all the time, that's just what it goes into it. If you're not a big chef, well, you're not even a chef, I'm not even a fucking chef. If you're not big on cooking, I'm not gonna lie, it will put a strain on this diet. Like, it's gonna be even tougher for you porque it has a lot to do with it. You have to watch todo lo que comes. Anything that you put in your meals, you have to count it. I count all my carbs, all my calories, todo eso. Like, I was under 20 grams of carbs a day. That's exactly why that worked, because I was counting everything. So you have to make sure that you cook every single meal so you know what's in it. If you're basing yourself off of fast food or somebody else's food, you don't know what they put in there, and you can accidentally fall out of ketosis without even knowing it, because you know they put some extra carbs or some stuff that you had no idea that was in it. Or like sugar, for example, maybe some food has sugar and you ate it and you had no idea. That is why it is so important to cook your own food. Pero girl, when I saw the scale and I saw the pounds were shedding, coming off, that's what kept me motivated. That's what I was more pumped about. I was like, this works. I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna see exactly where it takes me, because yeah, I'm going places. Like, I'm going to lose more weight, and it was just coming off. And this whole time, this first little period, 1 month or two, I was not exercising at all, girl. Like, at all. Like, I was only doing whatever I was doing at home, you know, cleaning, cooking, todo eso, and the weight was just coming off by itself, just by me eating the right foods. And that's what made it a lot more easier for me, because honestly, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a lot to do. I have these videos to record, I have content to create, I have my kids, my husband, a house to clean, laundry. You guys know the drill. And there was just no way in hell that I was gonna make or have the time to exercise. Not only that, but have the motivation to exercise, porque honestly, la hueva is real. And at the end of the day, I just wanted to lay my ass on the couch, watch some TV, or go to bed. So that was one cool thing about keto, is that you don't have to exercise. Now, the bad part about keto, food gets very repetitive. So you're gonna start finding yourself cooking the same meals over and over, and you're gonna start getting tired of them. So you have to get creative. You're gonna have to try out different recipes. And if you're not good at creating your own meals, you can definitely follow some pages like on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. They will teach you. They literally will show you pictures of the food. They'll give you a whole breakdown of the recipe, how to do it, especially on YouTube. Now there's like a whole lot of channels on keto, since it is so popular. They have people literally showing you how to make these meals, and stuff that you wouldn't even think were keto friendly are. So that's my biggest like recommendation. If you're not really that creative when it comes to the kitchen, do your research, look up about a lot of videos, a lot of pictures, a lot of recipes, todo eso. It is super helpful. And that was one thing that I started doing when it comes to keto. I got creative and I started looking at different alternatives, pues. So I started looking into like low carb tortillas, which was my go-to, literally, because yo soy bien tortilla. I love flour tortillas, but I couldn't eat them, obviously, because too many carbs. So I would always do the mission tortillas, which were only like 3-4 net carbs. I also changed my creamer because I love coffee. I could literally have like 3 to 4 cups of coffee. They're decaf, don't trip. I'm not drinking that much caffeine. Decaf coffee. Pero I started adding the no sugar added creamer, and believe me guys, like when you're in ketosis, you're not even gonna notice the difference, because your body is so used to not eating sugar that it's still gonna taste really good. Now I drink something that has sugar, like let's say a regular Coke, girl, I cannot finish it because it is just way too sweet. So yes, your body will adjust and you will like stuff that has no sugar. So there's little things like that that you can find as substitutions. But I do want to point this out. Do not get carried away. There was a point in my whole keto journey that I started substituting way too much in processed foods, because the thing is that I like to stick to a cleaner diet. I like to make sure everything's organic. I'm cooking everything and not much processed foods. Pero I don't know, it just made my life a little bit easier when I started incorporating zero sugar or no carb processed food that were keto friendly. Let's say, for example, an ice cream. There was some really delicious ice cream alternatives that I found, and even though they were tasty and even though they were, let's say, 4 to 6 grams carbs and they were within the ketosis qualifications, I felt like doing that a little bit too much kind of defeats the purpose of keto. Eating all of the substitutions way too often kind of put me at a plateau. Like, I lost 30 pounds and then after that I just kind of stood stuck. And I didn't know why. I'm like, I'm eating todo keto friendly, nothing has sugar, like I'm watching it, like what is going on? And then I started to notice what exactly I was eating. I stopped eating everything healthy, everything, you know, that I made from scratch, and then I converted into all this processed foods. And that was like super major, and that's something that we can all get carried away because it just makes our life so much easier. You know, instead of making my breads that I would, because I would make like some breads out of eggs, mozzarella cheese, todo eso. Instead, I was looking at breads at the store that were processed and that had 1 gram net carb, and those are the little differences that this keto diet will make. You will make it or break it. It just depends on what you consume. So personally, I would recommend, if you do a keto diet, like just watch yourself, make sure you cook everything. Try to stay away from processed foods. And one mistake that I made, like kind of towards the end, I got into zero Coke, and like now I freaking love it. I used to hate it because it had no sugar. Obviously, I was a big soda fan, pero like the moment I tried it, girl, it was so damn good. And then when I was trying to lose 5 pounds, the last 5 pounds that I did, I was stuck and I was just like, why am I not losing? But at the same time, I was over there drinking Coke Zero, you know? Even though it has zero sugar, I guess the gas in it, the carbonation, it was making me feel like just uncomfortable. And it just kind of messed up my whole diet in general. Like the way I felt throughout the day, I felt very bloated. Now, after a few months of being on keto, there were times where I just gave in and I had a few chips, I had a few this and that and this, and like I was so mad at myself because once you ruin the diet, like you have to start all over basically. Your body will get out of ketosis and all that work will be paid off for nothing. So there were a few times that I gave in to like junk food y todo eso, and it kind of ruined it, but I did learn, because the times that I did give in, my stomach would hurt. My body was not used to any more sugar, any more crazy carbs, that every time I consumed them, me dolía el estómago, my stomach, like it could not handle it. Like it was just so upset. I felt gross, like my body just felt slumped, no quería hacer nada, like me dio la hueva big time. Because when you're in ketosis, your body's just running on energy and you feel energetic, you want to do this, you want to do that, and the moment you bring back all those nasty foods into your body, like it's gonna make you feel some type of way. But that does not mean that you should give up. So once you do have a little cheat day, let's just say, catch yourself on the next day, correct yourself. So the first thing that I would do is fast. Fasting is such a good combination when it comes to ketosis, girl. Like, that's how you start the whole ketosis. So me, I would fast. I would only eat from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. During that little window, I would not eat anything before or after. And I found that that was like literally the main key. It helped out so freaking much. I still do it now. Like every single day I intermittent fast because it just helps my body. I feel so much better, so much lighter. It helps me control the amount of food that I intake. And let's just say you were even thinking of starting keto, and this is exactly why you came down to this video. I would highly recommend you start off with intermittent fasting first and kind of introduce it, and then go on to keto, because believe me, girl, intermittent fasting just made the whole difference. That alone will help you lose some kind of weight, and then you'll get even more motivated to go onto the keto diet and like just seal it up, tie it up, and be like, hell yeah, I'm in it. Another thing that I learned is no te pases de chile on your drinks. Watch your drinks. Me, I'm not big like on tequila, mixed drinks, or anything like that, but I like beer, and that was one thing that I had to learn. I drink Michelob, Ultra Michelob, and because it has the smallest amount of carbs, but I did catch myself like on a few nights during the week randomly que quería una beer, and obviously one beer is not gonna do nothing to me, so I went on to 2 and then went on to 3. Little by little, you know, I had a few too many beers and it got me out of ketosis, and I didn't realize, because, you know, once you start adding them all up, you know, you pass that mark of 20 grams of carbs, and I'm just like, damn it, like, se te va la onda. And not only that, but when you drink, girl, you're vibing, you're chilling, you know, you're drinking, y te pega el hambre. I get the munchies when I drink. Like, I don't know why, but I'm just like, I had a few beers in and I'm just like, yeah, I want the burgerias, I want some tacos, I want this and I want that. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Watch your alcohol. This is not the type of diet that you want to be drinking on, because you will ruin it. I got this question asked so much, is what I would eat in one day. So I only ate 2 meals a day. I know that sounds like a little bit, but trust me, the food that I put on my plate, you guys will see, because I have a highlight on my Instagram showing you guys all the food that I made when I was on keto diet, and I just filled them up with a big protein. I put a lot of veggies and then something else on the side. So my plate was really, really full, but of the correct food. I basically portioned myself out right. I did not snack in between. So I only ate at 12 p.m. and then my last meal was like at 6 or 7, just depending on if I was hungry or not. But I just made sure that I ate that last meal, because I'm gonna go throughout the whole night and I'm not gonna eat until the next day at 12. So you just gotta make sure that your plates look pretty full, and you're gonna be able to, you know, whatever you have on that plate, eat it. But one thing that you will notice is that every single day you will be less hungry and less hungry, and your plates are gonna be smaller and smaller and smaller, and that's just the effect that keto is taking into your body. For example, in the beginning, my plates were hella full. Like, I had un chingo de comida, and for 2 plates, like I would say, now there's no way that I can finish a full plate that I used to eat before. Like, my meals are super, super tiny. They're probably half the meals that I serve my husband, to be honest, because my stomach cannot take it anymore. I will get full with, in the morning now, like right now, I had 2 scrambled eggs and a little piece of toast. And that's because I'm not on keto no more. But that's the effect that it had on my body. That's all I needed, and I'm still running on it. I ate at 12 p.m. Right now, it is currently 4 p.m. and I'm not hungry at all. I'm still good. I can keep going till probably 6 or 7, and then I'll have my other meal. But that's just the way that ketosis works. Your body, like, everything just kind of adjusts. Now, towards the end of my keto journey, that's when things got a little bit harder. That's when my body just kind of plateaued and it just stood. I lost 35 pounds, and then I could not lose any more. I was watching myself so good, and nothing helped. I eliminated all the processed food, any kind of junk food. Nothing was working until I realized that I had to incorporate exercise. Like, I just hit a point that it was just like, no girl, like, that's it, that's all I can give you, exercise and you'll lose more. So there I got my big girl panties on, and I was like, let's do this. Got my weights out, I started exercising, and luego my body reacted to it, and I was able to lose the last and final 5 pounds to hit my 40 pounds goal. So right after my 1 year mark, I completely stopped keto, and I'm introducing myself to a healthier lifestyle. I am planning to maintain this lifestyle for as far as I can. I am not trying to go back to the way that I was eating before. It literally, just thinking about it right now, kind of grosses me out. All the junk food, all the nasty, greasy, nasty, disgusting food that I used to put in my mouth. Like, I right now, mind blown the way that I used to eat. And now that I hit the 1 year mark on keto, I am now stopping. And I mean, I have different reasons why I'm stopping keto. And it is because I used keto to lose the weight, you know, to diet. And I didn't want to be on a diet for the rest of my life. I wanted to be on a diet to lose the weight that I needed to. So now that I'm a little bit, well, actually a lot more content with the way I look, with the way I feel, I want to change my lifestyle, the way I eat, the way I look at food, todo eso. I mean, little by little, I have learned so much of what my body likes, what my body doesn't like. I realize my body does not like sugar. I realize my body does not like too many carbs. Now, I'm not saying that I'm gonna stay away from them, because like I said, I'm gonna adjust my lifestyle and the way I eat, the way I look at food, but I'm gonna eat healthy sugars. So instead of eating a bunch of, you know, chips and this and that, I'm gonna go for fruits. You know, instead of eating a lot of carbs, I'm gonna stick to moderate carbs. Like, I'm gonna stay away from potato. Oh my god, my body hates potato. I guess I just kind of learned my lesson and what I should eat and what I should avoid, and now I'm ready to put this into, you know, the real world. I have learned to love water. I have learned to love organic foods. Damn girl, I learned to love myself. Now I look at myself in the mirror and I like my reflection. Not only like because I'm thinner, but because like I put all this hard work into me. Like, not only is my body feeling bright, my head is in a much clear space. Like, I feel like I eliminated every single toxic fume from my body. I released it and I let it go, and I do not want it back. Like, keep that away from me. I want to be like this. I want to look like this. I want to feel like this. So at the end of the day, do I recommend this diet? Hell yeah, girl. Like 1000% do it. It actually works. This is the only diet that has worked for me. I've been this consistent. 1 year on this diet that I've been consistent on it. I cannot believe I even did that for a whole year. Like, that surprises me. Usually I give up really quick because I don't see results. Like me, I'm more like I want to see results ASAP. And that is why I like the ketogenic diet, because you see results. Literally in a few days you will see results. Why? Because the first week of being on the keto diet, the first thing you do is lose all the water weight that carbs in your body withhold. After that, ketogenic is on full effect. Your body starts melting and melting fat. Not water weight, because there's no more water weight. You melt fat. Overall, I'm just happy that I did it. I like the outcome of it. If I ever feel like I gained probably like, let's say 10 pounds down the road, like in 2 years or something, and I'm like, hey, I need to lose weight, I already know what to do. I've already done it before, so I know I can get it done. It was one long journey, but it was hella worth it. But that is it. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope I answered all of your questions. If I didn't, if I missed anything, please let me know down in the comment section. I'll get back to you. I will answer them. Do not forget to follow me on all my social medias. You guys can find me at Almariveraaaa on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Do not leave my channel before subscribing, girl, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!